Their quarterback, Jeremy Williams, young kid, he's got a really big game against Florida State. Just what do you see from him on film?
Very, very poised young man. I mean, he's a guy that is poised under pressure. Throws a really good deep ball for sure. And even his intermediate routes and short routes are short, are really good, really accurate. And you just see a guy that's coached well, a guy that's seems like he's been there a lot. Been through the fire. So you can tell he came from a really good high school program, and he's just continued to grow. It's going to be a real good quarterback for us to have to deal with in the next couple of years for sure.
That offensive line struggled this year. Two really pretty good games, not giving up a lot of sacks in Florida State, and I think it was big. What do you see from their offensive line, and how do you how do you manufacture pressure against a group like that?
Well, I think what they've done here lately is a little bit more max protection, keeping more guys in to protect, as well as getting the ball out quick at times as well to help offset some of the deficiencies that they've had early on in the season with their offensive line. So that's one thing that they've done well is changing up protection a little bit and getting the ball out a little bit quicker. And the quarterback's making really good decisions right now.
Marlon started last against Virginia. Just what went into the thought to kind of get him his first start?
Well, Marlon is I've said it since I got here. He's probably the most talented corner we have, hands down. Period. His deal is just the mental capacity, the mental aspect of the game, and just learning a new defense. When you've had a couple of defense coordinators in the last couple of years, and it's tough for some guys to pick it up, really, really quickly. And we haven't even been here a year yet, so it's taking him a little bit longer. But he's gotten a lot better, and so why not play one of the best guys that's on the defense? If he's one of the best, we're gonna try to get him out there, and just glad that he's able to pick it up as well as he has the last couple of weeks.
At what point did you realize he was picking up what you guys were doing?
Probably about 2 weeks ago. You kind of tell, and you can tell he was more locked in, and that was big for me. And then seeing him watching a lot more film and answering a lot more questions than he normally would. So then that let me know, okay, now he's into it. He understands it a lot better, and he's making plays in practice. So if you're making plays in practice and doing what you're supposed to do and not having MAs and busts, and you're the best guy that day, that week, you don't get majority of the reps. You're going to walk out there with the first team.
Did you have the fewest mental mistakes against Virginia of any game this year?
Not the fewest. The fewest we had was the EKU game, and then one more game before that, I think maybe Western Kentucky. We had one of the fewest, but that was the third fewest mental mistakes we had. I think our guys just did a really good job, especially the second half of playing their responsibility and executing the game plan. I thought even in the first half we did a really good job in certain areas of doing that. We just had a couple bonehead plays, man, and that's what we can't afford to have. The third down, the second down run, as well as the third down play on the first drive. We should have a clouded safety, a free safety at half player, but he decides not to play half, but even though still should have made a play, the third and long play. We would have got off the field, and then that's 7 points off the board. So we can't afford to have MAs and bonehead plays in order to play, in this conference.
You said it was probably the third best considering the caliber of competition.
Yes.
Does that sort of make it the best?
Yeah, so no doubt. I mean, I think just with our guys, that was one of the best, close to complete games that they played. Giving up 14 points up until some seconds to go in the game. I was really pleased with that. So the guys competed and played hard. And executed the game plan almost to a T. And to be able to see that happen with this group, what they've been through, last couple of years or so, was really, really exciting to see. And when you see any kid, I don't care who it is, we always say, hey, we treat these kids like they're our kids. And to see smiles on the face and to see them compete and making plays, it always makes you happy.
With the way the bye weeks have fallen this year, have you all kind of worked your preparations into thirds of the season, or is it still all day-to-day, week-to-week?
It's still all day-to-day, week-to-week. So whatever opponent we're playing, during the bye, of course, we're working on those guys as well as ourselves. Anything that we do self-scout-wise that we see, hey, that's giving us problems, we make sure that we work on those as well. But no, it's still the same. It's week by week, day by day.
Coach, when you looked at Marlon's his film. He had a pretty impressive pass breakup the first quarter and had the sack late. Just for his first time getting real big minutes like that, what were your thoughts on the way he put things work?
Well, I mean, Marlon has played, every single game on our, sub package situations. So he's been out there on the field, and I just think that when he's out there, he gives us a really good chance to, play tighter coverage, make tackles, and that's what we need in the secondary. You got to make tackles, you got to make plays on the ball. And the last couple of games, he's really done that, and I was very pleased with him, and hopefully he continue that this week.
Corner, man, AJ played. I imagine Cornelius and AJ still played in that game. I imagine his plan is to keep them in that rotation, man.
Yes, it is. It's you got to keep them fresh, and especially in this type of game where it's going to be a little bit warmer down there, you got to keep the guys fresh, and so you got to have a little rotation. The guys can't play 80 to 90 snaps a game, so we got to do a good job of running them, their snaps, their reps. But the most important thing is try to get off the field on third down. We're not out there staying on the field, so they're not having to play a lot of snaps.
I guess on a separate topic, Coach, you've been with Coach Bonds, obviously not on the same side of the ball, but going against it a little bit, engaging with them. Just what has been? Everybody says Coach Bonds is very detailed.
Yeah.
What are kind of your impressions of Coach Bonds?
Oh man, he's been detailed since day one. Me and Coach Ponce met 2013 when he got to App, and he's been the same ever since. He's very detail oriented, to the way he dresses, to the way he writes, to the way he just goes about his everyday life. He's detailed in all the aspects as well as coaching, and I know those quarterbacks are getting coached very hard and understanding the game, to a T, and he does a great job with everything that he does. Hair, all that good stuff.
Is that something you think rubs off on the guys around him, how detailed he is?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you can look at his GAs and student assistants. Those guys now, they know that he's very detail oriented, so they're going to be detail oriented as well. So, it most definitely rubbed off.